So first up is the Zhiyun gimbal, which I'm going to show you. So this part here, this attachment, enables you to use the gimbal as a tripod, which is quite handy if you're filming some selfie video. Allows you to get close to the action without you being close, and in this times of uncertainty, you can maintain that 2 metre distance away from your colleague that you're filming, because you've got quite an incredible amount of reach with a gimbal. So first of all, I want to show you how to mount the camera on the gimbal, and you'll notice that it's turned off. Okay, so you don't really want to be fiddling with the gimbal because of all the complex gyroscopes and things inside it, because you might damage it. So make sure it's off. Now you can turn it, you can see when it's turned on by the LED lights here and the button, but we'll leave it off. So first, it's locked in position, which is really handy, so you can mount the camera without too much trouble. So you put your phone into the gimbal, and the idea is you want to pretty much balance it up. Well, that rarely happens. It normally takes a few goes to balance my phone. So that's pretty well balanced now. And what I do is I power the gimbal on by pressing the power button, and you'll see that it will spring into action. Okay, so the mode, there are 2 modes. There is pan follow and there is lock mode. So the pan follow allows me to move the camera phone around really smoothly and get a really good sweep. The lock mode means that will stay focused on whatever object I select. So I can't, as you can see, I can't move the gimbal around. There are some controls here which are really useful, and it's up to you whether or not you use them. Now you can use the native camera phone or camera app in your iPhone, and that means you have to touch the screen quite a lot. Or if you download the app from the Apple Store, which escapes me for the moment, you can utilise these features that are on the gimbal itself, including the record button. You can take a snapshot. You can also use this dial to zoom in and out, which is really helpful if you're trying to focus on various features. I don't know, for example, if you wanted to focus on the dashboard of a vehicle, you could zoom right in, which is really, really useful. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to download the app and how you connect the gimbal to your iPhone via Bluetooth. So to download the app that you need, it's called ZY Play. You need to go to the App Store and type in ZY Play. It's a free app which basically allows the phone to talk to the gimbal. Now that we've downloaded the app, we can start to connect it to the gimbal. So the first thing to do is open the app, put it in place. So we'll balance the gimbal up nicely. You'll see the option to connect now. So if you press connect now, it will scan and it will find the Bluetooth for the gimbal. So the app is now connected to the gimbal. One major advantage of using the app is that you can use this control board here, which is handy, which means you don't have to keep touching the screen. The mode button that you're going to use the most is going to be the record button. So if you notice when I press the record button, you can see on the screen that it's now recording at 720p at 30 frames per second. Now that isn't ideal for filming, so we really need to be filming at 1080 and at 24 frames per second. So what we can do is we can go into the settings menu to change that. If you press the menu button on the gimbal, you've got the options there for filming. So you want to go to resolution or res, and then change this to 1080p 30 frames per second. Once we've made the settings changes, you press the menu button to remove those, and then you can press the red button to record. So this button below records video, and you'll notice on the screen now, you should be able to see that there's an orange flashing light, which means it's recording. To stop recording, you press the button again. You can also take a still image by pressing the camera icon here. So that's taken a picture now, which is stored on the phone. Another useful mode is a selfie mode. So where the circular dial is, if you press to the left, it'll turn the camera orientation round. You're now in selfie mode, which is quite helpful if you're the one filming and explaining things at the same time. Some other useful functionality from the gimbal is the ability to use the dial here to zoom in and out on objects. So if you push the dial forward, you can see you can zoom in and out. Let's take the menu off. You can zoom in and out really well. And also when you're filming, if things look a little bit dark in the screen, you can tap the screen and then slide up or down to increase the level of brightness. That might be when the sun's come out suddenly, or you're in the vehicle and it's a bit dark. You can charge the gimbal by USB-C. So on the side you'll see there's a little USB jack there that you can use, and you can plug that into a laptop or the mains to charge the device up. So to turn the gimbal off, long press the power button, put the lock in place, which is quite good, it stops the phone flapping around and the gimbal flapping around, and take the phone out of the gimbal.